sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a seventh and eighth. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, it's that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Now a second down and 6. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Now it's Wilson. He sets to fire deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Tua. Swings this out here for Cohen. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Breaks through the contact. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, right back to Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Wilson. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here comes Cohen. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To his throw, pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the 1st down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Second and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. Touchdown, Saints! Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissick wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissick, a wide receiver in college.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Here's Hines. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Hines. And some space here. Touchdown, Carolina! And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Airing one out for Crowder. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Hey, come on, Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some. Come out here, come get some. He don't want
To throw is Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On 2nd and 2, Tua to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. Again, he's got that man Landry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First down, a run with Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5 now. Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Panthers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's Hines. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 27, Wilson into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyrell Dodson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On the return is Cohen. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Landry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
2 and now on first down. He's got it. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Hines. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now Wilson on first down. And Diggs has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40. Here's Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. Touchdown, Panthers. Dwayne Eskridge with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Tua's throw taken in there by Crowder. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to pass. Tua. This one brought in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. And finding the tight end Hooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They try again with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Tua to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll find Eskridge here complete. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now Tua. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. A road win in the National Football League.